Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. How are you all doing today? So my name is Francine. This is my channel, The Oversoul Archives, and I'm here for another channeled message reading for you guys. I have so many things that I want to share with you guys, and I feel like there are people out in the collective that I've been feeling drawn to. So today, as you guys have already seen in the title of the reading, I'm going to be talking about someone that's been showing up on my YouTube feed a lot, and this is Theo Vaughn. Now, I know Theo Vaughn to be a comedian primarily because that's what I hear about him as far as podcasts. His podcast, I believe it's called This Weekend, and then we also have just a number of like clips on YouTube, shorts and stuff showing opportunities and experiences he's had with other people and celebrities and things like that where he's made them laugh a lot, and he's really funny. So as I was watching these videos, I was kind of like, why am I getting, you know how the algorithm is? I was getting a lot of his videos. I was getting a lot of Bobby Lee's videos. I was getting a lot of funny content. I don't even know where it came from, just seeing people laugh. That is not something I see a lot with the spiritual community. And so I was kind of surprised by it. And I was like, man, I want to see more. I feel like I'm getting addicted by just watching so many experiences he's had with people and then how he's caught them off guard a lot. I feel like that's significant. But there's something about Theo Vaughn and a couple other people I'm going to talk about if I receive enough information, if there's anything that I can share that is accepted or cool with his team, whether he knows that he has a team of people that are by his side that have his back. I want to see if they're willing to tap in and to talk to me, to interact with me, and to also give us some insights into who this person is, right? Who is Theo Vaughn? How will this confirm the things that he's already said about himself, right? Like, you're going to see things I likely haven't seen yet. You're going to see things that likely aren't even out yet that I mention, and I want to see if these are relevant to him. And also, if this information that I provide is going to be correct, right? I would love to hear feedback and constructive criticism on how this resonates for him. So, if you guys know him, if you feel like you came across this video randomly and you don't even know how you got here, that is great. That is typically how I end up meeting people that I resonate with anyway. Usually it's through random encounters. So we're going to see if his spirit team is open to working with me, to talking with me, and we're going to see what I can talk about and where this all goes basically. So please stay tuned. I hope you enjoy. And let's begin with a spread. So I have a spread here that's specific for him. I change them based on what I feel like. Is this good enough for the person I'm talking about? And I got one called a bird's eye spread. So we're gonna tap into a couple of things that I'm gonna pull up here on my computer. And we're going to see first, what is the lesson he's learned? What lessons specifically has he learned that I can break down for you guys that you need to know? Because there's a lot of people that do look up to him, that are inspired by him, that really enjoy his content, that may like to have that heart to heart and to understand, hey, this person gets it, this person's going through something I'm going through. How have we grown, right? So I want to see what lessons he's learned. Number 2 is advice to overcome a current challenge that he may be experiencing right now. Number 3 is upcoming well-being, physical and mental health. How is he doing there? Upcoming career life, upcoming love life, if there is. Of course, it's going to depend on everyone. Upcoming family or friendships, upcoming spiritual life, as it states here. Number 8, theme of the new year. So for the remainder of the year, what is the theme for him? And then we're going to look at what is something he can look forward to. What's interesting is I saw the 3 of Swords and the Hierophant, and that's like about heartbreak with relationships or with committed relationships. And then we have, I almost said temptation, but we have the Temperance card. So, and finally, I meant to say that the last one is going to be a message, a final message from his spirit team. Let's see, number 1, what is a lesson that Theo Vaughn has learned, spirit team members. What is a lesson that he's learned? Okay, so we have the Page of Wands and we have the Ace of Wands, two fire elements. This is all about like action more than anything. It's not like we're not focusing on the mental piece yet. I almost said something else. I almost said something dramatic. It sounds mental agony, but it could just be going through a lot of things mentally that we're not going to address yet. We're mentioning more of his, I'm hearing permission slips he's given himself. I don't know why that term came out. So consider myself to I consider this person that's out there that channels information. His name is Daryl Anka. He says permission slips as well. So I don't know if he listens to Bashar or if he listens to any person that maybe has some new agey way of looking at something. Like maybe he's not even like necessarily like sitting in it, but maybe he's heard someone mention some new age topics with regards to ETs and things like that, and also with like experiences that we have here when it comes to healing and giving ourselves the permission to move forward and not to kind of let things hold us back. So there's an energy of being inspired a lot, a challenge that he has overcome, or a lesson he's learned, I should say, is to push through. But this feels like more so having a light heart, not getting too stuck on the severity or the harshness, or like, I think it's about being as young at heart as possible. This is what it feels like. Because with the Page of Wands, that feels like someone who's ready to take on an adventure. So they're looking at what they can do, trying to be more kid or childlike at heart in order to do those things, and to not be afraid of doing something different or out of the box. This is about being inspired. So there's something about using what he has and like being more creative with what he has as well. So there's something about him learning that lesson, that it works, that it's actually helpful to him if he does this, that it actually helps him feel younger and feel young in general. There's something about that. And then we have the Lovers. So a lesson he's learned as well, if we were to look at love as well, I feel like this is about pursuing or being ready to go down certain experiences with people that are coming into his life that are meant to be there for a reason and for a season. So it's recognizing the relationships and recognizing that those people are special because they taught him something major, that they were there to help him or to inspire him to do something. So this is about soulmates and about having a drive to pursue like a younger energy with it, and not like getting bogged down by every single relationship or every person, but rather looking at it with a fresh new lens, being willing to look at it with a fresh new lens. Some people kind of have expectations in relationships. They think that like if they've been with if they've been with a certain group of people and they see someone and they look like they're similar to the person that they were with or people from the past, they tend to assume. I feel like he's more so open to saying, okay, I maybe haven't seen all that there is to see about a group, because maybe this person isn't exactly like them. So I don't know, there's an openness here. There's something about openness rather than being closed off or kind of expecting things and saying, yeah, this is what people are like, this is how they all are. We also have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like his lesson was that it was too heavy of a burden for him to hold on to what people either wanted him to do, holding on to the burdens of love and the burdens of people in the past, like holding on to those relationships, because we have the Knight of Cups, so love is coming up a couple times. There's something about that with the Ten of Cups, because that's about family. So it's kind of seeing that the best that I'm hearing, the best is yet to come, and then also knowing that when he drops his burdens, he can feel a lot lighter and a lot happier. I think he's starting to see the love that he has around him in other forms. Like I feel like he's really built like a network or a group of people that he considers to be home, considers to be family. So he doesn't need what he may have seen in the past or what he may have encountered in the past. He's seeing that he can find that where he is, and that he has a group of people. It could even be 10 people, but I think that it's more symbolic here, just having a happy and harmonious family. I feel like he might have felt burdened by this. So a lesson he learned was, yeah, there's something about seeing burdens with family as well, because we have this feeling like someone who wants to allow themselves to enjoy flirtatiousness and not feeling like it has to lead. I don't know, there's something here about just burdens with family or burdens with what love leads to or something like that. I can only tell you what I see so far, so we're going to keep going because that's the first thing. We have the Four of Cups, but there's like an energy of apathy though that settles in at times. Apathy, like feeling disinterested with certain aspects of love or family. There's just something here about feeling like he has to let go of the burdens, and so he pursues lightness or pursues being more youthful at heart in a sense, or feeling there's like a forgiving energy about this where it feels like someone that has been through a lot, but then they also still pursue being young at heart, and not in the way of like being immature necessarily, I don't know, but I just feel like this is more so like choosing to not bear everyone's burdens or bear all the burdens here. So we'll see how that fits. While we go to the next one, I think this card is meant for him. This is his advice to overcome the current challenge. So his advice is moderation. Moderation and balance will help him. We're getting a lot of cups, which is about his emotional stability. So it's saying that he has to constantly kind of recalibrate his emotions and kind of balance it out. I don't know why when I saw this picture I saw like a mouse. I don't know why, but it could be the energy of feeling skittish. I don't know if that's the word, skiddish, but like feeling like he just there's a lot going on and maybe the energy is pretty intense, so he has to find like this balance and moderation. And I feel like this has something to do with also needing to ground. So I'm looking down at the cards, by the way, so I just want to let you guys know I tend to look around, so if you see me looking elsewhere, there's nothing else written out, anything else in this room except the cards and the computer, so I'm not looking up anything, just for people that are new to my channel. So temperance is all about being, of course, grounded, and I feel like there's also something about playing in the water or having this ability to have fun as you're grounding. Like it's not all about just being stoic or something. This is about being able to enjoy in moderation. So his advice to his current challenge, what else would you like to say about his advice to his current challenge? So, okay. So he has to have balance with getting into the darker topics of his life, meaning like with himself. So if he ever gets to a point where he needs to, I feel like he has to learn how to turn off his brain when it comes to like certain darker thoughts that come in, and I'm hearing come down, so it may even feel like it just drops into his mind and he starts thinking about it. He has to have moderation with addressing the demons or dark energies, things that maybe were of the past, things that come up that might affect his emotional state. Just having dark days, certain dark days. I don't know why I heard cotton, that's so random, but Four Swords, like sleeping. I don't know if he has insomnia or if he needs to balance his sleep, but he needs to balance that regardless, because it seems like he's not getting enough sleep, or there's something about him needing to address maybe the tendency of getting, I don't know if it's reoccurring nightmares with the Eight of Swords coming out. That's usually someone who feels stuck. I don't know if it's sleep paralysis or nightmares, or feeling like he's not balanced when he sleeps, like he's not getting enough sleep, or he's trying to, I feel like he's trying to get a lot of hours in or get a lot of work done, and I feel like he tries to like avoid going to sleep, or something about, there's two more cards, Seven of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Hanged Man. It's not really restful sleep. This is like sleep that's kind of like you get up and out, like you're able to wake up quite easily. I don't know if that's something he deals with. Please let me know in the comments if he's mentioned this, because this is something important to us as humans. If you have a hard time sleeping, sometimes it'll like your circadian rhythm and all of that will get messed up. I don't know if he has like a hard time at this current moment in time and is maybe like when you try to wake him up, it's really easy. I don't know what that's all about. But just definitely sleep. We have the Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords, and that's all about your mind. So I don't know if his mind's racing, because the Eight of Swords is when you're feeling stuck, and then you need to like break it down and just like chill for a second. There's something about needing to balance his time sleeping, or something about the nighttime for him. So he will know exactly what that means if it's meant for him, if he understands what that means. Sometimes things come out as codes. Like, for instance, I'll get important messages in codes and in code, so that the person knows what it is and everyone else is confused. So if that's meant to be that way, so be it, right? Not Four of Swords, but the Four of Wands and the Sun is here. This is about, yeah, we're talking about morning and night. I feel like he's up in the morning, or he's ready to go in the morning, does something in the morning, but then he doesn't go to sleep, or doesn't sleep as well as he could. Like, he's having issues sleeping. I don't know. There's something here about like a battle going on in his mind, because I have the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. This is all like energies of feeling really disappointed with something recently, or feeling sad, or feeling like he's combating with something or fighting something in his dream state, or feeling, I don't know if he's seeing himself die in his dreams, or he's having just really difficult energies happen when he's trying to sleep. I don't know what that is. But like the right side of my head is hurting, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that's all about. So we'll see. But what is his upcoming well-being, physical and mental health? I feel like I need more on that, because that's actually like not a good place to leave that. I feel like I need to like tap into why, or what we can help with that. Like, what advice do you have, Spirit Team, for this situation here with the Moon, with Temperance, with the Eight of Swords, with the Four of Swords? They're saying it's not going to last long, because we have four-leaf clover. This is good fortune. So if this is happening, yeah, there's something about this brighter days coming for you, Theo. And you have at the third card is protected beyond, or protected from negative forces beyond your control. So you're protected. Even when these moments come up, it's a making of your mind. It feels as though your mind is going through some war, or some difficulty, or some challenge. And there's like quite a bit, because if you have the Four Swords to the Eight, it multiplied. Like, there's multiplied worries, or thoughts, or fears, or anxious thoughts that are coming through your mind. And they're trying to calm you down, and they're trying to say, no, you're going to be protected from negative forces. We also have dark woman. There could be a dark woman with a dark complexion or dark hair. That's significant. And then we have pay attention to your work. So I feel like they're trying to tell you with it in reverse that you're doing well on paying attention to your work. So I'm not sure if you're afraid or concerned about your work, your quality of your work, or a person that has dark hair, a woman that has dark hair specifically, that may be stressing you out right now. There's something about a lot of excitement, firecracker. This could be a person. Maybe you feel like you're focusing on someone rather than your work primarily right now, and that's because of how excited you feel about this person. There's something about spiritual love. So I don't know who this person is. You'll know if it's meant for you. We have someone working against you behind your back. I don't know if you're afraid that this person's working against you. What would you like to say about the rat energy? Because the rat card came out. So it says romance is in the air. This is a person that's interested in you. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. If they're trying to make you do something against your will, it won't happen. So yeah, I don't know. Why would I get spiritual love and then someone's trying to rat you out? I don't see how those two are connected. So I feel like they're trying to say you have a spiritual love or an openness to this person, but this person actually is not the one. I heard French, but I don't know if that's just a coincidence because I saw F. But F for firecracker. This person could be a firecracker. This person could be taking you away from your work and you feel like distracted. They're trying to say that you're protected, but just know this person is trying to make you do something against your will and it won't work. We also have the Magician. You might have manifested them, or you're really excited about this relationship or this connection. But I'm sorry, I see the Three of Swords and I see the King of Wands. I feel like you may have like a desire and a passion to get to know this person, but I feel like you were a bit too hasty or something was a bit rushed, especially if it's with your finances. Like if you're funding this person or paying for something, various things with them or for them. There's something about this person being a past life soulmate. Like this is someone that's familiar to you, but they're the toxic kind. Okay, so you need to defend yourself against this person. You see this person with the stick? You need to do that to that person, to this dark woman, dark hair, dark complexion. You need to do this because she's toxic. I don't know why it's coming out this way, but you have fears about that, and it's true. You have to end it. Not saying you can't, of course, free will. You can do whatever you want, but they're saying to you, there's something about heartbreak. There's something about it leading to heartbreak, and that you need to be careful with your finances and your work with this person. And I'm hearing brown, so maybe this person is more brown skinned than dark, but that's still dark. I don't know why that came through, and I heard falcon, so I don't know what those two things have to do with this person. So these are all like signs or like synchronicities. You might see a falcon around the time that you see this reading, and that's like a confirmation. Someone around you might talk about this and mention it. I don't know how this is gonna play out for people, but if it's meant to be, it'll be. So the next one we have here, that's crazy, is upcoming well-being, physical health, mental health. Let's look at your upcoming well-being. What is Theo Vaughn's? I don't know. I just want to tell you, I feel like with the word arc coming through in my mind's eye, there's something about you sheltering people. I feel like you tend to shelter people. And I don't know why that's coming through. I feel like you feel maybe left out, or you feel excluded, or you feel like you always give so much to people. With the King of Pentacles, that's significant. And you feel like you're losing, but what you do for people, the kindness you do for people, I hope you know that it still is important, and it still enriches your heart because it's what you are. It's like who you are. It's how you are, but there's like always a way and measure of how to do it in a way that's appropriate for you and healthy for you, where you have boundaries and you don't allow people to use that against you. So there's something about that. You might hear me say something about a lot because that is just the norm. I think as I get used to this format, I'll start to change it. Two of Pentacles. So, Spirit Team, what is his upcoming well-being? Upcoming well-being. Okay, so your well-being at this coming up for you is the Eight of Wands. So you're going to be flowing a lot more in the upcoming months. Wow. You're going to get a lot of information and insight on people. You're going to see the truth of situations with people a lot more. You're also going to get justice, because I feel like the King of Swords is about like the legal system, just like the energy of right versus wrong. There's something about you being able to get something in return for what you've done. There's like a lot of, with this King of Swords, it's a very serious energy, but it feels like it's really necessary. I think you're just going to get a lot of information, a lot of insight about your health, about your body, about your mental health, something about clarity coming through people. So you may have consultations, for instance, or have like communication with someone. They're going to help you understand more about you and about how you can take care of yourself. This might just be the doctor, you going to the doctor quite a bit. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know what this is about. This is maybe about like longevity with your work, like how to persevere with your work in some way. I don't know what the specifics are yet. What is the Seven of Wands and Eight of Wands trying to say? It seems like it's not something that I should disclose because it's coming up with the moon. That's usually like secrets. Ten of Pentacles is about like abundance coming to you. So you have opportunities that are coming to you, and you may not be able to talk about them if you know them already. So you're going to get a lot of information from your doctor about your well-being very soon. A lot of things are going to come out for you. The abundance that's coming for you is crazy. So you're going to be okay with your mental space is going to get better, because the Ten of Wands came out earlier, right? And now it's the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So you're going to get out of this heaviness pretty quickly, because I feel like you're going to get what you need in order to sleep and in order to move forward, or something like that. You're going to be traveling, perhaps. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of things. Five of Swords is typically about taking on challenges, and like you battled in this card, it's about this person who's battled, I think, 3 other people or so. All these people are walking away and he has all their swords. So it must be 4 other people or so that have walked away. So there's something about you battling. I don't know if this is necessarily like cutthroat, or if this is just like, nice competition with someone or a number of people, but you're going to have great competition, and you're going to have a new idea, something about a upcoming idea that comes to you. What idea? What is this about? Am I allowed to know about that? It's something about balancing your finances. You're going to get another idea to balance your finances out a bit better. You're gonna, yeah, this is an opportunity with someone. Feels like people, very successful, other successful people coming into your sphere. So we have the 6 of Cups and the 7 of Wands, and then we have the King of Pentacles. There's that money. I don't know. There's a lot of like richness with your health, with your well-being, and it includes money for sure. 6 of Cups is about a gift from someone that you're going to defend, or there's something about a friend that you're going to defend. There's something about defending something or standing your ground on something with someone that you feel a very close connection to, and that's going to be really good for you. So it's like standing your ground, just opening up to new ideas, listening and operating in flow with a professional, a physician or something like that is really significant. I don't know who this is for you though, because a King of Swords energy could be a doctor. It could be some guide of yours, like a mentor, someone you look up to. But this is someone who's speaking to you and speaking the truth to you. And they're being very blunt. They're not trying to sugarcoat it. So someone who doesn't sugarcoat is significant. I was going to say cherry for some reason. So they're not like sweet as cherry pie for some reason. I was going to say that, or that's what came to mind. They're not as sweet as cherry pie or something. I don't know why that came through. I don't know if they're just Southern too. So what else is coming through? What is his upcoming physical health going to be like for him to know? We have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, they're just saying keep an eye on your health. Keep an eye on it. I don't know what you're keeping an eye on, but they're trying to say, like, get ahead of, like, the moments where you feel like you're starting to go downhill in a sense. Like, things are starting to go, like, maybe you're getting out of your mode of regularly doing something. Maybe you're, like, you take a rest. It's good to take a rest day, but what I'm saying is, like, when you get out of the flow and when you feel like you're not taking the scheduled things that you're supposed to be doing, or something that you already have scheduled out is significant. It's important to know when you're about to fall into something, like when something's going downhill, and to fight that, because I feel like there's some temptations that you're going to be seeing quite a bit. Are there specific months where he should be, like, really careful with this? Because it could be more often than a month, right? Like, it could be throughout the week, right? I don't know what environment Theo is in, but there's something about him needing to get ahead of something with regards to his physical body. Like, being aware of when it's time to hold off on physical, I don't know. I heard endurance, so this month is significant. August. So there's something significant happening for Theo with regards to his health in August. It could be, like, really good, or it could just be something that he needs to be careful of in August that's coming up, at least on this current trajectory. This can change based on Theo's decisions and the people around him, but this is a guide for someone, for him. We also have April, so something significant happened in April already, or is this April of next year? No, this is April of this year. April of this year was significant for him with his body, physical state. Maybe he heard something back. We have September. So August and September, really important. Whoa, okay. Well, I feel like there's two more. So let's see. Just gonna like do one more shuffle. Okay, May. So May is significant. What's interesting is we have April, May, and then we have August, September coming through. So there's something about these 2 months, these 4 months and two at a time coming up for him. So April, May, August, September, significant. And finally we have February. So this could be February of next year. Yeah, it's February of, is it this year? It's next year. 2026 is going to be significant for his health. February 2026. Okay. On this current trajectory. So he needs to just I almost said walk out. I don't know if he needs to walk out of a certain place or events or things like that in order to recalibrate and to maintain control, but he needs to really fight a lot of temptations that are coming up for him. I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. We also have mental health. What can he expect for mental health in the coming year? We have the Knight of Wands. So mental health, you're going to be really quick, really on top of getting things done. I feel like you're gonna be pretty quick with it. So ideas that come to mind, plans that you want to enact, I think you're going to be having smooth transitions with it. I feel like without you even realizing it, why is the Queen of Wands here? Because we have two queens here. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Yeah, there's someone special. Okay. This could either just be a friend, like a family friend or someone like that, but there's a Queen of Wands. It could be a fire sign female that is going to be celebrating with you. Or there's something about you taking time to share with this person, this Queen of Wands, silently. So you know who this is. You might know who this is already. But there's something about you manifesting an opportunity with this person, and you're going to get to have time with them or spend time with this person. I don't know if the dark woman, the person with dark complexion or dark hair that I talked to you about that is not really trustworthy, I'm not sure if that's the Queen of Pentacles. So she's like an earth sign, like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then you're interested in Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But there's a fire sign that's interested, or there's a fire sign you're going to celebrate with. This could be someone that's just close to you, like a friend. But I don't know, when I see two cups like this, I want to show you one more time. Usually the three of cups is about like celebration, reunion. It could even mean like a trio or a throuple or something like that. But it just means like just celebrating with someone, two people. And then there's like a lot of love here, overflowing love for this person. And then there's the Ten of Pentacles. This is like family, or this is like legacy with this person. So I don't know who this is, but they're pretty, you have like a stable footing with them, or there's something about you traveling to see them. And here we have, wow, you telling them something, telling them the truth, telling them and acting on something that you feel. So I don't know who this is. Do you have any advice for that? Like anything I can say covertly, perhaps? They said if you don't want to have kids, be careful. So if you're not interested in having kids with this person right now, wrap it up or something like that. Because they're saying short journey with the horse, and then time to get out of a situation, and the pail, like okay. This is awkward. I feel like it's saying something, and I don't want to be like saying certain things without okay, so I feel like this is about the person. This person is older than you. This woman could be older than you. They want your advice is to not be too quick with it, meaning they want you to take your time. Really focus your effort on getting to know this person, or increase your efforts with them, so that you can really show them that you mean business or that you're serious. I feel like something about you being too quick at times could make you look like you're kind of like you're a little impulsive. Yeah, like it takes time. It's gonna take time, so please just be patient. And it's a fair woman. This person is likely fair skinned, or they have like light hair, something like that. So they could be blonde. Yeah, I feel like they have blonde hair. Maybe they have some gray streaks or just blonde. But there's a woman here that you're going to have a journey with, and I feel like it's going to be successful. But they just want you to know that you're going to be successful, as I said, with the key, and I didn't even see that. But you need to be like slow and steady with this person. Don't like take it too far or too quickly, because you might come fast. It's so random, but I just want to say that. It's something about like just being too energized or excited for somebody, and that might be like something that makes them feel like it's a red flag. And this is good advice from they said good advice from a wise person, so I feel like, I don't know, that could be me. And I feel like this is just to help you. I feel like they don't want you to like have disappointment in this affair or this situation, not like an affair like you're cheating on somebody, but this is, I don't know, this is a big change for you, big change. So this person is really special to you, and they want you to take your time. They know you're ready to say what you need to say, but say, and just be like more considerate of maybe how you initiate anything intimately or physically, just kind of making sure that you focus in on the emotional aspect and the communication, and less on the physicality, because I feel like they're gonna have really carefree times with you, and they want to have fun and all of that. I don't know if you know this person through a friend that has dark hair or dark skin, but that's significant because I keep seeing dark men here. So there's someone that maybe could be like, you know, her brother or something. I don't know how this works. This person could have been a friend of yours first that you met online or something like that, or you travel to, or someone who lives in another place. Like it's, you have to travel to get to them. That's significant. So please take that as it resonates. But it's, there's something here about mental health being good, but you also want to know that mental health is affected by what you choose to do. If you choose to just rush into this, you might end up with like your mindset being a bit low, or like feeling a bit low if you don't take your time. So please use moderation. It feels like they're trying to say that over and over. Be very ahead of things. Like before something gets too far down into dangerous territory, try to like get out of that energy first. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Let's keep going. What is your upcoming career life? Upcoming career life. Upcoming career life. Wow, peace. It's gonna be really peaceful, to where you can like go, if you need to go somewhere and travel and like spend time elsewhere and not feel like you have to be on either on the go all the time, or have to always be around for work or something like that. You're going to be able to have some time to transition if you want to. We have here, wow, there's someone special. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but we have the 6 to the 7 of Swords. This is about moving into calmer waters very quickly. And then coming into a union. This could be like a deal, a partnership with a Queen of Cups. This is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There's something about you needing to know that this person is going to come on board with you. I don't know if you're teaming up with a feminine water sign, but something about that is significant. You're moving into a new partnership. Wow, this is a great opportunity. This is going to be really good. This is actually feeling like fate, because it feels like everything is led up to this point. So it's like really special. Sometimes things happen and you're just kind of like, I don't even know what the hell is going on. You might feel that way with this situation. Like I don't know why I'm hearing meteor. You might feel like it just kind of crashed down. You're like, what the hell is this? It feels like that. It feels like you kind of didn't see how this happened, but it happened, and it's happening for you. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Cups. This person is like soul tribe or a good friend. There's someone you resonate with. This is a soulmate, and not in the sense of necessarily romance. This is more about like it could be romance, but I feel like that other person was what they were talking about. Like that Queen of Wands, that fire sign, is significant to you in love. This is a partnership with your career, because that's what we're asking. So this person feels like a soulmate, and soulmates can be in the form of family, because family also can have ties to you that are deeper than just this life, if that's what you believe. I don't know what you believe in, but I believe in reincarnation, and I feel like people come back in different forms. Sometimes we're meant to learn how to love people in different ways, in different seasons, like different lives. So there's something about this person being a strong friend. They're a really nurturing friend. You're going to be moving into a new era with this person. Is there anything else you'd like to say about his upcoming, Theo Vaughn's upcoming career life? That Two of Cups flipped over, and that's about partnership. So you have a divine partnership with this person. I don't know if you were ghosted in the past from this person, like they didn't talk to you, or there didn't seem to be a good opportunity for this collaboration to happen. But this collaboration is happening. So yeah, if you felt ghosted in some way, you felt disappointed in the past with this person, the opportunity is coming now. Wow. Is there anything else now that my voice is coming back? Can we continue on into more about his upcoming, Theo Vaughn's upcoming career life? Is there anything else? Yeah, this Queen of Pentacles is significant. There's a significant nurturing person. I don't know if this is a benefactor or someone that's helping you financially or someone that's very rich, but there's something about a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's that person. So this person could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They might have significant water placements. They're just really emotionally, they have a great personality, or they're very upbeat. We have the four of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. What would you like to say about this person? What is your advice for this career path or this trajectory for Theo? Oh, interesting. What else would you like to say? There might be something significant happening for you as well. In March of 2026, for some reason that card just I never picked it up. So I feel like that might be significant to you. I feel like you're going to have time to really cultivate your gifts, because we have isolation and gifts. But I don't really understand why the isolation's coming in right now. So let's see why. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Because usually that's about holding on to resources and saving money, budgeting, and stuff like that. Okay. So to clarify that, we have the Two of Swords. That's about indecisiveness on whether to hold this in or tell people, or whether or not to restrict something monetarily in some way with this person. Or to just take all, I don't know, this is about taking some form of, some money. I feel like you're trying to stand your ground on a deal. I don't know if, like, maybe this person is being cheap with you. If this person is being cheap with you, I mean, what should he do? What should Theo do if this person is being cheap? Take the best offer. So if this person that I'm talking about, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine energy that wants to work with you, if you've been waiting on them and they've been ghosting you, and you've been hopeful that you'll get to do something with them, and they're not actually listening, or like they're not actually taking you seriously, if they try to offer you something that's not very good, I don't think you should take it then. Should he take this opportunity? Because I feel like it either is about the experience, or should he take, on his current trajectory, should Theo take this? Okay, wow. It's like the energy of let's see, let's see. I don't like that. It's not very concrete. So it's not fair to you. No. So this is not, this opportunity doesn't have a lot of money to it, is it? This person's not giving you as much money as they could. And I don't know why I'm getting Gail King or something like that for some reason. I don't know if this person's just a big person. I don't know if it's Oprah. I don't know who this is. But yeah, the money you're getting is not as good as it could be. Should he take this opportunity though? No, defend yourself against it. Maintain your balance. No, you should actually, this person, they would have been really good if they had come correct. Like they had come with the amount that they should have. Like they should have come with more if that's the case. By the way, I don't know if this is something that's going to happen and you have no idea If he doesn't know about this opportunity yet, I would like to see what month is significant, because this is an opportunity that's coming to him, but I don't know. I don't think he should take it. If someone's being stingy, I don't think you should take it. You should stand up and stand in your power and say, no, I can get people. I get people all the time. I don't need this person. So yeah, I don't know who this person is. When is this happening? Because I got 2 cards. I just want one. When is this happening? So this is happening in July. So yeah, this person might reach out to you in July of 2025 this year and ask you if you would like to take an opportunity. You might have been trying to reach out to them for a bit, since maybe April, or for some time prior to that, maybe even like April of last year for all we know. But there's something about reaching out to this person in the past and them not listening or trying to be serious about this. No, they should not get an opportunity with you then. So it's something about you needing to stay isolated from this person, because it might lead you to destructive choices, and temptations that you don't want to risk yourself for. There's something about temptations and about balance. So yeah, just focus on your gifts. They will lead you, and people will be led to you. You don't have to take a deal that you're unsure about or you're worrying about. No. So I feel like they're just trying to help you out here through this free reading, through this random person on the internet. So yeah, I just feel like, yeah, you gotta bury it. This is a deck I have, and it feels like there's too much to wait. There's too much to lose. There's something about a contract or something. I don't know if you can trust this person. This person, I said so many rave things about them, but I feel like this person is a thief. I feel like this person is just really well known, and this was fated for you to turn down, because it's going to bring you to other people that respect the way that you operate, and that you're not willing to just take whatever and anything from anybody, right? Just because this person has a name or this person is popular doesn't mean that you should be treated the way that they are used to treating other people. That's not you though. So I don't know, there's something about that. Please let me know if anyone knows about what that is when it comes out. Something about greed. There's greed here. Not on your end. It feels like it's on this person's end. There's greed with this person, and they're trying to be very secretive and like not very clear on things. Like they may not even know like when they're gonna book to talk to you or to be there on your podcast or to do whatever it is. It doesn't have to be your podcast. It's just, yeah, this person is used to getting what they want. So what is the message for your upcoming love life? Page of Swords, and I heard we'll see. Yeah, it's kind of open here. We'll see. We have Death and the Ten of Wands. Upcoming love life. It doesn't have to be bad when these cards come out, because usually it means a lot of transformation is happening. I feel like you're going to be going through a pivotal change in love. I feel like you're going to go into like, I almost said beast mode, but I mean like, I feel like you're going to go into a death and rebirth. Like literally you're going to be a whole new person very soon. I feel like you've been holding on to the weight of your former self, and it's time to move on. So your former self is not sticking with you anymore. It's not meant to. You're still you. Do you know what I mean? Like you're still, that part of you is still there, but like there's something about you metamorphosizing. So they want you to see things differently, and you are. There's something about being clear with love and then seeing friendship happen. I feel like you're going to come into friendship before it becomes something serious. So what about the Queen of Wands that we talked about earlier, Spirit Team? What would you like to say about that? Is there anything you'd like to say about that? That's going to be successful. So whoever that Queen of Wands is that I was talking to you about, she's a very nurturing and generous person. This person's a Leo, Sag, or Aries, perhaps. But they're very nurturing. They have a lot of love for you, and I don't think they told you that. I actually, with the Five of Pentacles, feel like they may not communicate quite as much, or you may feel like you don't know what's going on in their head. but they really like you. 10 of Cups. So I don't know who this person is. Yeah, I feel like so we have the Three of Swords, heartbreak. We have the Ace of Pentacles, relationship, Star, healing, and Seven of Wands. This person's healing from a relationship of the past. I don't know if you know the person that she was in a relationship with, but she's going through like trying to like kind of maintain her and be more independent and to enjoy her singlehood right now. But I feel like she's recognizing the kind of emotions that she has. And I feel like she's trying to move forward with it and to take it in stride. So there's something about her healing in that period of time. Is it over in a sense? Like, is she ready to move forward? She is, but she's not saying anything. Like she is like she feels like numb like with it, when it comes to this person that she was with in the past. And I'm hearing sandwich. I don't know if she was between two people or if she had like this person was bigger. I don't know. Um I'm seeing 111 on the clock, so there could be a synchronicity. There's something about this person getting to know themselves better, mind, body, spirit, and that's why the three is coming up. So this person is really healing a lot, and they're trying to like kind of open up, and I feel like they're open, but they're not as clear about it. So they really do need to get clear on it before. So that's why there's a need to slow it down and to take your time. So if you don't know who this person is, I would love to do archetypes. So I'm going to tap into archetypes. I want you to know the light and shadow attributes of this person so you know what you're getting into. Just as a heads up and advice so that you can make your own informed decision if this is accurate for you. You will see if this person matches up. So if it doesn't match up, for instance, with the person you're currently seeing or thinking about, it could be someone else in the future. We'll see if a time frame comes up for this person here. What is the light attribute of Theo in this dynamic with this person? This Queen of Wands. Light. Light. Interesting. Light attributes. Any other light attributes? And then what are her light attributes? Light is like your positive attributes with this person, like how they make you feel, or what personality, what aspects of your personality comes out with this person, and what personality comes out of this person with you, right? So let's see. We have light. Let's look at shadow for Theo. Okay. Shadow. All right. Is there anything else? No. What about shadow attributes for this person? I'm not sure if their name is Catherine or Kate, or if there's someone in their life with that name. Or it could just be the archetype of the person. Should I take these three, Spirit Team? Interesting. I feel like I want to make sure. Oh wow, she has a good number of attributes that are dark. But let's see. Everyone has their dark side. Everyone has something to heal or address. This is only if it like gets bad, what you can kind of like prepare for or address with this person. So for you, Theo, we have Hermit in the light attribute. This is someone who seeks solitude to focus on their inner life, serves personal creativity. So you like to take time to yourself in hermit mode with people. And in this relationship, you might even try to focus in on your inner life more and how you think. I think you might seek solitude with this person more as well, to kind of get to know them, to spend more time not wondering or worrying about other people. So there's something about solitude being really good for you and important. We also have King, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So you are a king archetype. This is someone who is enlightened. You are enlightened and you are benevolent and you're kind at the core. So there's something about your energy being very open to being that rock for someone, or to being like a very kind but also strong person in someone's life. So there's something about that, and the relationship, this dynamic with this person as well. So For her positive attribute, we have seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, belief that everything is possible. She has such a creative mind and imagination. She really loves to see potential in everything. So she sees the beauty in everything, or in most things at the very least. Beautiful. We also have accentuates the power of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. This person could have been involved in sex work or been involved in doing what they needed to in order to acquire like money for their bills and things like that. It could even just be working certain jobs that they didn't want to do. It doesn't have to be sex work. It could just literally be the energy of not losing themselves in whatever they chose to do for money, for finances. We also have dedication to transcending physical limitations, including handicaps and development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. So this person's really strong, really strong. They've held on a lot of burdens on their back, on their shoulders. They've held on quite well through difficulties in their life. They probably take on a lot of people's burdens as well, though. So very strong-willed. Well, what we have here for the shadow that you should look out for, Theo, for yourself, is voyeurism, right? Or falsifying information, like saying things or stretching the truth in some way with this person. Just be wary of that when you feel like you're stretching the truth in order to either impress them or to talk about something in a certain way to make them laugh. Or there's something about either like just really overly watching someone, for instance, in some way. Maybe looking at their social media too much. So I don't know if I'm calling you out or not, but I would just be wary of that, because that is a shadow energy, and that is showing a codependency of some form or fashion. We also have saboteur, induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So don't sabotage this. This is basically coming through for you to say to you that if you have any self-destructive behaviors, you should be wary of trying to ignore them, perhaps, or even like that thing we mentioned about, when I say we, my spirit team and I mentioned about like your balance, being balanced, and like seeing ahead of time when you need to take that time to balance. Self-destructive behavior, really important to know when you're getting to that point and stopping and saying I need time, or you just need to focus on this, so as to avoid I almost said failure to launch. So you know how you want to launch something off the ground in a relationship, just being sure not to like sabotage a good thing that's coming in for you. Now, this person had quite a bit of shadow archetypes. So this person's rebellious. We have rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion, so they can be pretty hyper independent to where they don't even want legitimate authority to govern over them. And you're the king, right? This person doesn't seem to just bow to any king. They really don't like entrusting themselves to other people. They're an artist, so they use their talent to as an excuse. They could use their talent as an excuse to mistreat others and posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. So there's something about them maybe getting really involved and entrenched in their art, and sometimes they feel like other people won't understand. So something about that. Being very focused in on themselves. And I'm getting the energy that I need to get a card for that. Please clarify, artist in the shadow. What's a card that would help us understand that? So we have two. We have power. So this person's really, sometimes they escape. They have a tendency to escape their reality, and bury things before they're ready to be buried, meaning that like they think they're over and done with something, but they're not, and it comes up in their art. So you'll see like the exes, how they responded to their last person or whoever they were with, or someone who really hurt them. You'll see it in their art, and they might even talk about that art a lot, and you're just like, you need to heal, you need to address that past relationship because you're bringing it into this one, or something like that, where this person kind of thinks that they're over someone, but they're not. They're actually just expressing how much they're not in their art. So this person has a lot of prowess with their art, but they also need to recognize that they're giving it too much power, and that they also need to kind of like say, okay, I'm the artist. My art doesn't control me. I control and I express myself through my art. I don't know, there's something about this person, like maybe going off in some distant land in their mind, and it's okay to have those moments, but like they need to also be grounded a bit more, it seems like. We also have manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. When someone's not healed, they're likely to give advice that's not really helpful, but it helped them. But then they're going to realize later on that it didn't really help them. They may not admit it, but I'm getting that vibe that maybe she's had some destructive things taught to her through parents, through friends, through family, through the media, that isn't actually like helpful to her. And she has to be careful not to misquote things, is what I'm hearing. She misquotes things, and she may even say things that she saw on the internet. I don't know, I'm hearing Decker. I don't know if it's like about like baking, about like appliances, but like she may even just be like saying stuff to you and you're like, is that true? And then you look it up and it's not. So she has to be careful with destructive lessons or information that people give her that's not accurate. She needs to start being more yeah, just opening up to people telling her that that's not actually true. I don't know. Something about that is interesting. Okay, goddess is coming through as well in the shadow. Exploitation of the female nature and form. This person was a sex worker, or they are like on OnlyFans, or I don't know. I'm seeing 1111, bro. I don't know what this is, but I'm getting messages, and I don't know for sure. But if I'm seeing someone who exploits their form and then also is a prostitute archetype, you don't have to be one, but you definitely have been through some difficulties or experienced like a need for expression in a form. And I don't know if this expression is something that they still do, this person still does, but it's a part of their story and it's going to come out. So this is just a natural part of like life. If you feel like you need to not settle for certain things, but you try to contain yourself, or like to try to like separate a certain life or a lifestyle from what you truly embody or love, there may be that energy coming out sometimes with this person. They might be just very sensual, very seductive, very attractive, very alluring, femme fatale energy all over that. Um, so that's not necessarily a bad thing unless they're dealing with some healing with regards to their experiences. Their healer is coming out. We have taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So if this person seems healing, Theo, they also need to heal as well. They might be used to doing this in relationships where they kind of latch on to someone who is healing and they try to heal that person, but they cannot themselves heal them. They can only heal themselves and then also be there as a comfort, as an open a place of refuge or somewhere that you can be safe, but they can't actually heal you, especially if there's unhealed trauma and wounding that they're not addressing on their own. Look at this, guys. Child wounded is the last one for this person that you're interested in. We have blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. I don't know. I don't think you should wait on anybody, but I think you should be patient with her because she definitely has some things working against her. Yeah, there's a number of things that she has to reprise in order to truly bury. When I say reprise, it means that they never died. It's like almost the energy of, when you bury someone like alive and then right before they die, you bury them out. You get them out of the dirt, and then they're just like suffocated, like they're just overwhelmed and trying to catch their breath. I feel like she never really caught her breath. I feel like she's been through so much that I don't think she had time. And if she did have time, I don't even think she had time. I feel like this person is feeling underwater, and I feel like they might have dealt with suicidal ideations at home, or just difficulties with moving on, or moving, or just living and existing. I feel like they have a lot of healing to do, and that's why they got so many cards versus you, Theo. It's not like you don't have things to heal, but I feel like you've already addressed a lot. I feel like this person still has a ways to go. And I'm hearing Charlemagne, but it could just be a person out there. I don't know if they know Charlemagne. I don't know if they're just, I don't know what that's all about. paternal. I don't know if this person has like a father figure that's similar to someone out here in the hip hop world, or if they have a father that maybe wasn't as available. Something, I don't know what this is. If they've like been on shows like with Charlemagne, or if there's something here about just an archetype. We have networker. Yeah, this person has been a, I'm hearing harrowing. So this person has like stories, like pretty dark stories about their experiences, and this person also has a lot of connections, okay? Is what I'm seeing here. And that one's a blank card. So I keep the blank ones to scry, and scry means to just look at it and then to see what comes through intuitively. I don't like to write on the empty ones. So there's something about her just being a very social, a magnet for social media. I don't know if she's just very attractive. And I feel like people want to have her, mentor her, to be there for her and things, and like things like that. So she has to just be wary of people around her, of who she lets mentor her, and vice versa, who she mentors. Does she make sure that she's focusing on herself and not just on the person that she's mentoring, if she is? I feel like March is significant. I don't know if she has significant Pisces placements, or there's something about March. I don't know if you guys met in March or will meet in March of 2026. November is significant as well for this person. So has Theo already met this person? He has. You have met her. I don't know if March was significant. I'm not sure what year. But March was a significant month that came through in November. So please tell us how this all connects to you, Theo. If you'd like, please let us know. This is a long reading, so let's keep going. Let's keep going and look at upcoming family or friendships. Okay, we got the Lovers, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Death card, the Chariot, and the Moon. So, let's see. You know that saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer? It just seems like you're going to keep them close, the people that matter most to you. And I feel like you're going to be noticing endings with certain people in your life that you weren't expecting. So what is the overall energy for that? Trickery. There's people that are trickery, that are committing trickery, or being I'm hearing foolish, honestly. There's people around you that you're going to begin to see for who they are, and I feel like there's something about dominance. I feel like you're going to get ahead of this, and you're actually going to see this a mile away. So there's some friends of yours, and I'm hearing Andrea or Andreas. I'm not sure who that is. Then I saw the Thief card. Someone might be stealing from you. I hate when they like fall. So yeah, something about home. So I don't know if you need to be careful with who you let in your home, because someone might be coming into your home and stealing something when you're not there, or stealing stuff that you're not aware of. We have this word. What about that? Whoa. To clarify that, we got this. So that's definitely meant to come out. There's someone that might try to lie and say that you're like suicidal or something. I don't know what this is. There's someone that's trying to... What is this about? Wow, this is... There's someone here, I don't know if you're dealing with this, Theo, but there's something about depression, anxiety, and worry that someone's against you. You might have a period of frustration with this friend, lessons to be learned with them. Please continue to use your intuition with them to make the right changes and to get them to cut them out. Because there's something about you aware of something and why you don't have as much that you should, like financially. Like I feel like you're losing money, like someone's taking money from you. I feel like you're going to end up getting the best deal in the sense that you're going to have the honor and respect come to you no matter what gets out or no matter what people have to say. I feel like this is saying that you have someone that admires you, that is going to stick up for you, and I feel like you have friends and family members that are there for you, but there's a specific friend that is really like going to cause some issues with your mental state, and you you have to be strong, and you have to seek out the appropriate help, because I feel like you have to get ahead of this. So if he sees this, this would be helpful potentially with preparing for this friend who's a thief. I don't know how many, but there's someone that's just that's been tricking you, and that's coming out for a reason. This person could be 50, I don't know, but this person definitely is a vulture. It's coming out twice, and I feel like you need to be careful and run away from any opportunities for someone to give you drugs or poison on your travels. I don't know if this person supplies you something on your travels or tries to and you say no or something like that. There's something about travel, there's something about drugs or poison, and you need to be careful of someone who's stealing from you. Be careful. Be careful what you take in, what you ingest from someone that you don't feel comfortable with. I know this is something that may make you, it sounds like a mom, but it's true. Like, this is something you hear, but it's so true. Be careful who you trust with yourself. I feel like this person looks up to you, and I also feel like you have a reputation, a certain special, like a special reputation in the public. It's very interesting. I feel like people also are like, when I look at the people that what people have to say about you, they really admire your honesty and how you just say what you think. And I feel like there's like your own, it's kind of like you have your own pedestal within that arena. So please remember that, and that you have your own thing yourself. You gotten where you are, and people respect you, and honor and respect will come to you no matter what comes out. I feel like that's significant to say to you. I don't know, I just don't like this energy. It feels like someone that you might have worked with in the past and stopped working with, that you still communicate with. I feel like this person is very like easy. They're very, I'm hearing visceral. Like, they try to like break down your mind or to make you doubt what you feel. They're very controlling and manipulative, whoever this is. And I feel like you need to clean it up and leave this person. They're not meant to stay with you. This is a lesson for you in some way, meaning like people don't like to hear lessons, but we all have experiences that show us something, and then there's a point where we just say we're done and we're over it. I feel like you're going to get to that place with this person, and I feel like there's something about that name, Andreas. I don't know, this person watches you, they're corrupt, they're not good for you. I'm hearing like a name with a L, like Lance or something like that, but it can also just mean like this person's very cutting. What is the sign of this person? Can you please give me the sign, zodiac sun sign of this person? Zodiac sun sign of the person or people that are like this. This person's an air sign, so they're a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person, an air sign. They get you stuck in your head when you know you feel a certain way for a reason. It's like when you have a vibe and you're like, man, I don't like the vibe that you have, and then you tell them and they're saying, well, maybe it's you. No, it was really them. Some people really come at you with a certain energy, and you can feel it. You can feel it, and I'm hearing feel that shit. You can feel it, and you know, like, this person's off, this person doesn't really kick it or love me or care for me. They actually just pretend like they do. There is something to that. You are correct. Your intuition is correct about this person, and I feel like this person fears you and they want to dominate over you, so they're going to try to leverage something over you. So please get ahead of this before it happens. I feel like you are an anomaly, you're special, and that's why this person has gotten drawn to you, is drawn to your energy. Be careful with this person. So I said earlier, a 50, something about 50 and 58 is significant. Anomaly, soar. Yeah, don't let this person bog you down. I'm feeling like this person doesn't have a lot of joy in their heart. Maybe they just feel like they lost something and they haven't gotten it back. They feel like they're missing something, and they feel like you're the one that helps give them something. You might have helped them out financially as well. So let's keep going. So I had my spread up here. Now I have to find it again. Darn. Okay. There it is. So we have upcoming spiritual life. Upcoming spiritual life for Theo Vaughn. What would you like to say, Spirit Team? We have the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you're going in and out of a lot of things. So you're going to feel drawn to like one spiritual topic, and then you're going to go to another one, and you're going to look at what's maybe contrarian to that, and you're going to be looking in different places. I feel like they're saying you're just going to be exploring. Okay, so it's okay to explore. It's okay to kind of flow seamlessly, or to flow through different mindsets or different thought patterns and different things. I feel like that's what shapes you as a person, so continue to do that. I really don't think that it's that deep. I think that's pretty much what they want to say to you for that, because I know this video is going on for a long time. Let's look at the theme of the new year. What is the theme? Oh wow, work is involved. Theme of New Year's, primarily that, it seems. About being steady and slow and patient with yourself, through your difficulties, or through the dense, or like through the mysteries, like taking it in stride and being patient. I feel like you need to be patient. You might have a lot of questions. They're saying be patient. You're going to get the information. So the theme of your life is taking it slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. I feel like that's important. What is something to look forward to? Joy. For joy and also enlightenment, you're going to see things real clearly very soon, with specific people and with specific situations. You're going to see it differently. You're going to be able to walk out of situations with people that you had pending. You're going to be like, nope, I don't want that. Nuh-uh. You're going to focus on your work, and you're going to be very intentional and constructive with your work. And I feel like you're going to be meeting people that are better friends for you anyway. And then finally, your message from Spirit, because I feel like this has gone on so long already. Be at peace. There's something about resting, taking more time to sleep, as we mentioned in the beginning, in order to manifest, because your manifestations require peace in your mind. So there's something about you needing to allow your mind to be settled, because there's a lot of anxious thoughts here. Allow your mind to settle, and that is the solution to most of your problems. I'm feeling like it's 90% of your problems are sleep and rest and family, or having some support system here in place. So I think that's what you have. I think that is all we have. 10 of Cups at the bottom. Joy is coming. You're going to feel really fulfilled very soon. So that's what I have for you, Theo, and what I have for you, lovely viewers, people that love and admire Theo and love his work, or are curious about him as well. Please let me know if you guys have any other recommendations. Please include them in the comments below, and I'd love to hear more about them. So thank you so much for sticking through this video. I know these are long, but I cannot condense deep messages. I've tried in the past, and it doesn't work out. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you understand and you accept that about me and this channel. And if not, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. You take care, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.